So we're standing here in Yolklore. Now, Mary, how did you come up with the name, first of all?
Well, we actually sat down with Almanac, a branding company that my good friend Nate Spray owns, and he helped us. It was like a 3-hour session. They brought all these crazy names, and it was so funny. We laughed for like 3 hours over these names, and we kept coming back to Yolklore. It was one of those things like we said it over and over and over again, and it either gets to sound really weird when you say it, or you're like, no, I still like it.
The concept for this is that it really is a breakfast-centered idea. So why did you want to do something like that as opposed to like a traditional kind of lunch dinner kind of a spot?
I love the hours, honestly, and I love the daytime. I like the no fuss. You know, we're kind of able to reinvent some things, and people see breakfast in a different light. Everything's homemade from scratch.
It's all top notch.
Yeah, exactly. So we wanted Yolklore to be the story of the egg and have that be, you know, us telling our story.
I would say for years, eggs have been kind of trendy as an ingredient, but what is it about an egg that kind of makes it something that you could tie an entire restaurant concept around it?
So you can do eggs in so many different ways that, you know, it never gets old, really.
You know, you use local eggs here. Why bother to source locally? What's the difference?
The texture of the egg is just completely different, and the taste, it's just natural and rich. And once you've had a farm egg, it's hard to go back.
And if you're going to build an entire menu around eggs, you have to use top quality.
Yeah, and it's crazy when you're like, this just tastes like so eggy, you know?
Well, I think it's time we get in the kitchen and taste some of those eggs.
Yes.
All right, let's go. So, John.
Hi.
Hi. So tell me about your eggs because they are gorgeous.
Yes, these eggs come from Buttonwood Farm. We use 2 different sizes, medium and large. These here in front of us are the mediums, and this is our sous vide machine.
For those of you at home, you may have heard of people cooking something sous vide, but all that is really a water bath. It's also called an immersion circulator, right?
Correct. What it does is it regulates the temperature of the water to 1/10 of a degree, and it circulates the water. So we have this water bath at 167 degrees.
Okay.
So the temperature of the water is what's going to cook the white, and the amount of time that it's in the water will cook the yolk.
What do you want the result to be?
We want this to be a very soft poach, creamy and milky when you break it with a spoon. So the white is just perfectly set, and the yolk is still runny and gooey and excellent.
Perfect.
Yes.
So why cook an egg this way rather than just poaching it in the traditional way in water?
Well, the nest egg is our signature dish, and we serve a lot of them. So I can sous vide 30 eggs at a time and have 15 orders ready in half the time.
Awesome. All right, so show me how you do this.
First off, our eggs are at room temperature. Our water is at the appropriate temperature, and the first step is just putting them here on our little strainer. I'm gonna drop them in, and they cook for 13 minutes. So we'll let these hang out and cook in our little water bath.
Okay.
And then we'll start to roll the biscuit, and then we can assemble the nest egg.
All right, I'm ready to get my hands dirty. Let's make some biscuits.
We have a very simple biscuit recipe, very straightforward, awesomely delicious. Now here's
that is humongous. Oh my God.
It's gonna make us about 60 biscuits.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, feeling strong?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna fold this like this.
Yep.
And then I flatten it down.
Yeah. This is a great way to get aggression out.
That's perfect.
We're gonna scooch this baby over. So all these chunks and layers of fat in here are awesome. Yeah, exactly.
Like you can see little chunks of butter all throughout the dough.
And that's why they get fluffy and pop in the oven.
That's gonna be awesome.
So we're gonna roll it to about 1 inch thick.
This is so satisfying.
Right?
Yes.
Wow, do you need a second job?
Yeah, I do actually. I have nothing to do.
Perfect.
I'll stop by a couple times a week and help you with the biscuit.
This is it.
We're done.
Yeah. Don't be shy, biscuits. Don't be nervous. You're getting your close-up today.
Don't look at the camera.
Yeah, don't look at the camera.
John has taken me through the basics of putting together the nest egg, which is a signature dish here at Yolklore. I'm going to try to do it on my own and try not to mess it up. All right.
You can do it. Definitely.
I can do it. I can
You can definitely do it.
All right, so.
First step is to put the nest egg shell into the oven.
Yes. I'm going to pick the prettiest one. I'm just going to pick the closest one. So I take this, put it in the oven, which, as John has told me, is very hot.
Yes, hot things are hot. Now we can put our 2 sous vide eggs into the biscuit crust. You see how we talked about earlier how the white is set, but the yolk will still be runny when we crack it open.
That is gorgeous.
Oh, that looks perfect.
Well, there you go. The nest egg. That was so much fun. Now I get to eat it.
Yeah, that's the best part. Now you get to eat it.